What's up, Tarot Transurfers? This is Tico, and I'm doing the AstroTarot reading for the whole weekend, Friday through Sunday, December 6th through 8th. And it's going to be a little different than maybe some of my last ones, just kind of playing around with a little formatting or whatever. This one I just kind of wanted to, before I do the reading, talk about a little bit about the astrology that's going on and the way I see them kind of interacting. It's interesting. So Friday we have the moon in Aries that was squaring Venus in Capricorn. And then today, Saturday, that same moon is going void, of course. I'll talk a little bit about that. I think void moons are kind of cool. And then Sunday is that Venus in Capricorn, sextile, Neptune in Pisces. And so I guess what I was going to say is the way I look at Venus in Capricorn, to me, Venus is about love and creating, and, Capricorn is, doing. And so I guess really the way I look at that is just doing what you love, right? And when we're looking at how it's moving into Sunday, kind of jumping ahead with that Neptune in Pisces, that's the most spiritual or intuitive, creative aspect of that I would see. So, sextile with that Venus in Capricorn is like doing what you love, incorporating, your most intuitive or spiritually connected self. So this might be some sort of spiritual art, prayer, meditation. It's going to be really big into artistic expression and bringing in and creating art and beauty. So I think that's something really cool just to focus on over the weekend. When we have the moon in Aries, I see that, that inner fire, that motivation. And as the moon is going void, of course, that's kind of where it just, I don't know, from my understanding, for lack of a better term, just disappears, takes a break in her cycle for a day. And so there's a real inner stillness, and I think we can use that to kind of channel in that Sunday's energy. So my reading was really going to be about how are we best going to be able to bring in art and beauty, and how best over the weekend, what are things we can focus on for our own artistic expression and intuitive or spiritual connection in bringing in some of that art and beauty. So let's just see what cards come up. 10 of Wands. Every reading, I swear, right? This one, it's interesting. This one came up reversed, and I'm going to cross it with the moon. How can we bring in some art and beauty and for our artistic creative expression? Well, from the last, I believe it was the last AstroTarot video that I posted, we were talking a little bit about how that might be some of that inner impulse to share or express. I feel especially how this one came up in reverse, I think we could look at, artistic expression or art and beauty, whether this is us hanging something or maybe painting a wall or painting a mandala, or however that would look like inside of us, writing some poetry and then burning it, right? Or something. I feel it's saying that for that inner expression that's kind of been bubbling up with that moon in Aries, this is a way to be able to let some of that out, right? With the moon, that the moon card represents Pisces, right? So it's interesting, which is, Neptune governs Pisces. And so it's interesting because you have Neptune and Pisces, that it's just cross this card here. So right, that energy, that inner energy is going to be powerful. So whatever feels really powerful for you, for yourself. I also saw this as how can we bring in more art and beauty and allow space for our own artistic expression. I saw this as a lot of clearing space. We can't bring in things that are new until we let out things that are old. So even just really, for instance, because of that Venus and Capricorn practical aspect, this might be taking down some old posters off a wall and putting up a nice tapestry or something instead. That could be, right? Or maybe you draw something, or I don't know. Share any projects below or with me in the video. I'm excited to see what this weekend brings about. That's just some AstroTarot reflections for you for the weekend. So I hope you all enjoy yourselves, and blessings.